Chapter 80, Really Like. Translator Atlas Studios. Editor Atlas Studios. In the VIP room on the 8th floor, Yachichen was curled up in bed like a kitten, eyeing a little jar on the pillow. He didn't even blink his eyes as he gazed at the jar, his lush lashes curled up beautifully. There was a white tablet in the little jar he cherished so dearly. He just looked at it with a sweet, silly expression the whole time. He would pick it up once in a while and take the little tablet out, but he wouldn't bear to eat it. Then, after looking at it for a while, he would put it back into the jar. He was counting down to when Qiao Nian would come again. It had been almost a full day, and she hadn't come yet. Ye Chichen sat up with furrowed brows on his little face. He thought about his performance that day. Perhaps he wasn't obedient enough. His eyes dimmed a little as he picked up the jar. He felt worse by the minute as he thought about how it was probably his fault that Sister Qiao Nian did not want to come and see him. Then, the door opened. He turned around to see his uncle carrying Qiao Nian in. Ye Chichen practically jumped off his bed as the look of self-reproach dispersed. His beautiful eyes lit up, and he beamed widely. Unable to contain his excitement, he called out, "Sister!" Ye Wangchuan glanced at him and said quietly, "Not so loud." He said to the child, "She's tired, Chen Chen. Could you let her have your bed so she can sleep for a while?" Qiao Nian rubbed her temple as she struggled to get down. She said hoarsely, "No need. I don't need to sleep. Just let me rest on the couch there." Ye Wangchuan narrowed his eyes and did not respond. He was looking in Chichen's direction. She just finished a surgery. She had to stand for 4 straight hours. This was obviously meant for Ye Chichen to hear. Gusan was standing at the door. Little young master wasn't willing to loan his bed? Little young master had always been very aware of his territory. Master Wang was asking too much of him. He peered inwards a little worriedly and was ready to prepare another ward for them. He thought he was right. But just after a moment's hesitation, Ye Chichen said, "Sure." He then took his stuff and got off the bed, and even thoughtfully tidied his bed that he'd made a mess of previously. Ye Chichen blushed a little as if he was shy as he stood by the bed, his hands wrung together. He said, "Sister, I didn't know you were coming." Had he known, he would have gotten his uncle to change the sheets and get the best pillow for her to rest comfortably on. Ye Chichen seemed a little frustrated at himself. After some thought, he pouted and stuffed her his favorite plush rabbit. "This is my favorite when I sleep. It's very obedient, and it can protect sister." Ye Wangchuan knew about the plush rabbit. It was the stuffed toy that he had gotten for Ye Chichen for his first birthday. Ye Chichen usually kept it close to him and hardly shared it with anyone. It seemed like he really liked Qiao Nian. He bent over and placed her on the bed, then took off her shoes and socks. He pulled the blanket over her and said, "Have a nap here. We'll go back later." Qiao Nian was forced into bed and even had a blanket over her already. She looked up at him, slightly annoyed. Ye Wangchuan placed a hand on her forehead and closed her eyes. "Sleep. You need rest now, so don't think of anything. We'll talk when you've rested enough."